So go ahead and get to your mats, and you can start laying down on your back. So I'm going to go to my mat as well. So just go ahead and lay back. Your legs can be bent or straight right now. Feel the air come in through the nose towards the back of your throat. And when you get to the top of the next inhalation that you take, just keep the breath going a little bit longer. Keep the breath going all the way up to the collarbones. And exhale from the top of the chest, from the middle ribs, from the low rib cage. Feel the shoulders fall open, feel the neck lengthen. I'm going to just go grab my timer so I'll know what time it is. Just take a couple deep breaths. Take one more great big inhale and exhale. And then take both feet to the mat. So if your legs were straight, you're going to bend your legs. If your legs were bent, just lengthen your spine and then just give the right knee a little squeeze. Pull the right knee into the chest. Take a couple breaths here. And then just slide the hands behind the knee. Instead of holding the front of the knee, hold behind the knee. So this is freeing up the lower half of the leg. Start to straighten the lower half of the leg up. Inhale, bend it down again. Exhale, lower. Just the lower half of the leg is moving. Inhale up, we're just easing into the hamstrings too, into the right hamstring right now. Do 5 like this. Inhale up 3, exhale, bend it down. Inhale up 4, exhale, bend it down. Do that one more time. Inhale up 5, exhale down. Now take it up as straight as you can get it and circle the foot. Just circle the foot around itself. Flex it, point it, spread the toes, point the toes. Just move it around up there so you're stretching the calf, the Achilles, as well as the hamstring. Circle it in both directions. And now take the hands to the mat. So we've got the right leg up, the left foot's on the floor. Lower the whole leg almost to the floor. Exhale and bring it up 1. Do 5 like this. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale up 2. Try to keep the small of the back down. And exhale down 3. And inhale up. And exhale, lower down 4. And inhale up. Do that one more time. Exhale down. Now, when the leg comes up, give it a little kick. Boom. And then hold on to the right leg and straighten the left leg. And just breathe. You can imagine yourself standing up doing this. So have your posture as though you're standing up. Just stretch the back of the right leg. Feel the shoulders open, the shoulders right over the hips, the spine nice and long. Take 2 more breaths here. And now imagine again, like you're standing on the left leg as you open the right leg to the right side. So it's not important that the leg gets close to the ground. Keep the left leg active. Breathe here. And then bring the leg back up. We're going to go into a spinal twist. I'm going to give you a choice. You can bring the straight leg across, or if you want to bend the knee, then take a bent knee across. So it depends on how much hamstring you want to get in. But go ahead and take the right leg to the left, bent or straight. Tuck the left shoulder under, look to the right, reach the back of the right shoulder down. And just take about 5 breaths here, stretching the outside of the right leg, the right side of your lower back, the right shoulder, the left side of your neck. Soften your back and your belly. And then inhale out. And take the right knee in and take the left knee in, and you might be a little crooked. So rock a little bit side to side, just even out the back. And we're gonna do that on the other leg. So take the right foot down, hold the left knee. You can hold the front of the knee to start. Just relax the front hip, the hip flexor. Feel the shoulders again rolling open into the floor. And then slide the hands behind the knee, freeing up the lower half of the leg. Inhale, take it up straight. It might not be all the way straight, it might just be straightish. Bend it down, exhale 1. 4 more like that. Inhale up and exhale down 2. And inhale, take it up and exhale, take it down 3. And inhale up and exhale down 4. Up and down 1 more time. Inhale up and exhale down 5. Now take it up and take it as straight as you can get it. And rotate the foot around up there. Circle the foot around too. So you're flexing it, pointing it, spreading the toes, pointing the toes. Circle both directions. And now keep the small of the back touching the mat. So almost a slight tuck in the tailbone. Take the whole leg down, exhale, and bring it up, inhale 1. Do 4 more like that, exhale down. So here we're engaging the lower abs, inhale up and getting the hamstring. And exhale, lower it down, 3, inhale up, and 4, exhale down and up. And 1 more time, exhale down, and give the leg a little kick up, and hold on to the left leg, now straighten the right leg. And here's where you can mentally imagine you're standing up on the right leg, holding the back of the leg or the foot. Feel the shoulders and the hips aligned, the spine aligned. Take 1 more breath there. Take the right hand to the right hip. Take the left leg open to the left side. And again, it's not important. You're not really trying to get the left leg to touch the ground. Just stretch it open. Keep the right leg active. Keep the back of the right leg and the right side of your sacrum down. Breathe. And inhale, take the leg up. Yogi's choice. You can bend the knee or keep the leg straight to go into a spinal twist. So let the left leg come across to the right, tuck the right shoulder under and look left. Feel the left side of your sacrum, the left shoulder, and the right side of your neck stretch. Take about 4 more breaths here. And then inhale, come back onto your back. So you can keep the left leg up. Bend the right leg, and if you feel crooked, even out your back. So if you tuck the shoulder under, you're gonna get a little crooked. And now take that left leg to the above the right knee and press your right hand into the right inner thigh. Just take a couple breaths here. I'm gonna use the timer for this next stretch. And you can absolutely stay here However, if you can comfortably grab the back of the left leg by threading the left hand, the back of the right leg, sorry, by threading the left hand between the two legs, or the shin of the right leg, you can reach around and grab. So if you can't quite grab it comfortably, one other option is to put the right foot up on a block to bring it in a little closer and continue pushing the left leg open. So the left ankle's coming in as the right leg is coming in and the left knee is moving out. And just take, we're going to be here for about 40 more seconds. The knee going out, the ankle coming in, the shoulders reaching open, the tailbone reaching towards the floor. Nice long breaths. This is a nice stretch if you've been sitting a lot, to stretch the hip flexors. We've all been on Zoom a lot. Just take that focus and put it into your own breath, your own body. And now we'll finish this side by bringing the forehead up towards the right knee. Just curl up so the chest and the ankle are coming closer together. And then shoulders and head go down, both feet go down. Take the right ankle to the left knee and press the right hand into the right inner thigh. So we'll take a couple breaths here before we move it deeper. And then transition to phase 2, whatever that is for you. So you can take the right hand between the two legs, hold the back of the left leg. Some of you might be able to take the shin or put your left foot up on a block to bring it in a little bit closer for 1 minute. Just breathe here. Feel the shoulders falling open into the mat. Reach the tailbone towards the ground. The neck nice and long. The breath steady and even and deep. And then curl the forehead up towards the left knee. Bring your chest and your ankle closer together. And then let the head and shoulders go down. Let go of the left leg if you were holding it. And just bring both knees into the chest again. You can rock a little bit side to side. Again, to even out the back. And then rock up to sitting. And go ahead onto your hands and knees. Move over to your hands and knees so that the hands are right under the shoulders. The knees are right under the hips. And we'll just warm up the back. Exhale into cat tilt. Spread the shoulder blades wide. Take the chin and the tailbone under. And bend the back and inhale into dog tilt. Stretch the front body. Do 4 more like that. Exhale into cat, round the back. And bend the back, inhale into dog. And 3 more. Exhale, cat tilt. Inhale, dog. And 2 more. Exhale, cat. And inhale, dog. And take one more, exhale, cat tilt. Spread the shoulder blades wide, pull the navel in, tuck the tailbone under. And inhale to dog tilt, stretch the front body. And then come to neutral and come into down dog. Turn the toes under, lift the knees up. Now you might, if your hamstrings are tight, I would keep the knees bent at first so you can get more shoulders. And then you might explore just straightening one leg at a time. Then you get a really strong stretch in the straight leg, in the calf and the hamstring. And while the knee is bent, you can stretch the arch of the foot, you can stretch the toes. This is the first time we're putting significant weight on the hands, so make sure you're using the whole hand. Switch legs if you're pedaling from foot to foot. Make sure you do both sides. And just overall, kind of feel your body. What is this Sunday afternoon? Well, it's afternoon for those of us on the West Coast. It could be evening for some of you, or if you're in Japan, what time? I'm trying to think. Early morning, maybe. Early morning. So stretch the calf, stretch the shoulders, relax your neck. And then take the knees back down, and just for a couple breaths, come into child's pose. If you want to take the hands back, you can, or you can lead them forward, or you can rest your head on the hands. Just take a couple breaths here. The sit bones back towards the heels, the ribs expanding as you breathe in. The hip flexors softening the back, stretching as you breathe out. And now we're going to just increase the range of motion in the spine, and we're going to get the hips and the shoulders a little more involved. Reach the hands forward again. Come up into cat. So come up in cat tilt. And then let the hips drift towards the wrists. Come into sea lion pose or seal pose. Arch the back. And then push back up into cat tilt. And exhale, take the sit bones back to the heels. Do that 2 more times. So come up and you're in cat. And then let the hips drift forward towards your wrists and let the back bend. And then pull the navel in towards the spine. Push the back up, exhale, take it back. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, come on up and go forward. And exhale, push up and take it back. And then inhale, come up and go forward and let yourself go all the way down onto the belly. And just prop yourself up on the forearms, take Sphinx pose. So nice long neck. Pull the elbows back to pull the chest forward, nice long lower back. And let the back soften, let the hamstrings relax. So your glutes can soften here as well. Nice deep breath. And take the chest forward, forward, forward. Now slide the hands back to the ribs. And I want you to bring the shoulders up over the wrists. And I want you to just glance back. So if you see the back of your shoulder like this, if your shoulders are hunching, the first thing I want you to do is try to bring the shoulders up to elbow height. So you should be seeing the top of the shoulder. So you're in a baby cobra pose, but we're going to lift the legs as well. We're not using the arms. Shalabhasana 1. Shalabhasana with the hands in the chaturanga position. Just engage the back and the hamstrings. Now, tilt up till your feet touch. So your back is still quite engaged. It's a cobra that you can almost hold on your own, right? If you took the hands off. Now, if you want to go a little further, if you want to go to up dog, you can, but don't feel obligated. So just take about 2 more breaths. It could be a very low cobra, it could be an up dog, it could be somewhere in between. And then we're going to go back to down dog. So if this is a little hard on your back, go to the knees first, engage your core, So you can transition from the back bend into downward facing dog. And take about 3 breaths here in down dog. And now walk or jump, if you want to, up to the front of your mat. And take the chest up with an inhale and take a forward bend exhale. So just breathe here. Just hang down. You can bend the knees, absolutely. Let the arms hang. Let the head hang. Nice deep breaths. Just a couple more breaths here. And then come on up to standing with a flat back. So start to lift the chest. Circle the arms. Inhale. And exhale to Samasthiti. So the hands can be by the sides, or you can take the hands to Namaste. And just take about 3 breaths here. Just feeling, it's like coming to attention, feeling the shoulders align over the hips over the knees over the feet. Just take about 2 more breaths there. Hands here or by the sides. And we're going to do a little balance pose. Simple. So you're going to stand on your left foot. And you're going to just take the right knee into the chest. And see if you can hold it here for 5 breaths. If you need to touch a wall or something, I'm fine with that, or a piece of furniture too. So just shifting from 2 feet to 1 foot, and 3. It kind of brings you to attention, having to suddenly balance forward. You suddenly have to be present in your body, which is a good thing. And then the knee into the chest. Now, we're going to step the right foot back into crescent pose. So step back, keep the heel up, and hold it here for 5 breaths. 1. So you're stretching the front of the right leg. Bring the arms up if you can, 2. If you're at all shaky, take the hands onto the front thigh if you need a little extra support. 3. And 4. And now what we're going to do is pull the thigh to the chest, inhale, and step back into a deeper lunge. So you're going to exhale, pull the thigh into the chest. So again, kind of coming to attention, and step it back again, exhale. This time, take the hands down to the floor. So if you need to, you can put your hands on blocks. And if you want to, you can take the knee down to the floor, all the way down, or you can keep it straight. So now we're just going for stretch, getting deeper into the quadricep and really getting into the hip flexors, the front of the right leg. You can, move around a little bit. If it works for you, you could bend the back knee so the foot goes up. That's a pretty intense stretch, or you could grab the foot if that works for you, but don't feel obligated. Hands can be on blocks or on the floor. Just take a couple more breaths to feel where you need it. What's limiting? What's blocking? You could come up like this if you want, or like this. And then take the hands down, if you took them off, and straighten your front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. So we're stretching the calf and the hamstring in half splits. I'll just toss it out there. If anybody wants to slide out into splits or on your way to splits, you're welcome to take it there. So you can either stay on the knee or slide forward. If you're close, you could slide onto a block. So then you're getting the hip flexors and the hamstring at the same time. Now, if you slid out, take it back, take it forward again, and we're going to go to warrior 1. So turn the back heel down, square the shoulders, and lift up. Look straight ahead or look up for 5 breaths. 1. So Virabhadrasana 1, the difference between this and crescent, of course, is the heel is down and it's at about a 45-degree angle in. 2, 3. Now pop the heel up, just go back to crescent pose. We're gonna finish this side. One more time, pull the knee into the chest. It's a little bit of abs, it's a little bit of balance, and step it down. So same thing, other side. I'll go this way. Take the left knee into the chest, give a little squeeze for 5 breaths. 2. So here you're just recentering, focusing, balancing. 3. Kind of coming to attention. And then come to crescent pose. So stepping back, and you have to stay in balance. Feel free again to press the hands into the front thigh. It gives you a little more stability. Great. Steady, deep, even breaths. Relaxed, but strong and energetic. Now focus on your right leg and pull the left thigh to the chest once again. Inhale, come up, give a little squeeze, and exhale, step back. This time let the hands come down and let the knee go down. Or actually I said you could do either. You can have the knee down, you can have the leg straight. Just get into your quadricep hip flexors, the front of the left leg too. And if it worked for you to bend the knee, you can do that, or if you came up, probably a good idea to do on the second side whatever you did on the first side. But do what works for you, what's most beneficial for you. And then go ahead and lower the knee if it's not lowered and straighten your front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana or full Hanumanasana. So half splits, or you can slide forward to wherever you can get to. Just breathe there. Here or here. So if you're staying with the weight over the knee, you're just doing hamstring. You can bend forward. If you're sliding out, you're doing hamstring and quad and hip flexors. You're doing both. You're doing back bend and a forward bend at the same time. A 90-degree forward bend. Take one more breath here. If you slid forward, take it back. Everybody come to the lunge and to warrior 1. So turn the back heel down, square the shoulders and lift up. Looking straight ahead or looking up for 5 breaths. 1. And 2. 3. Now simply spin the heel up. So what does that do? That helps square the hips off again. And pull the knee into the chest one final time. And go back to Samastitihi. So we're going to do one sun salutation. So I promised it was not a flow class. Just one sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Take the chest up, inhale. If you want, you could just walk into down dog, or you can jump back and you can do chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or lower to your belly and do a cobra. But we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. Now stretch your right leg up behind you. So we're in a three-legged dog. If you want to bend the knee, you can bend the knee. If you want to open the hip, you can open the hip. Just do what feels good for 5 breaths. Just do one more little flow, one more little set of poses. And now exhale, step through. And we're going to step the left foot in closer and straighten the front leg. So if you have blocks, I encourage you, if you need to put your hands on the blocks. So take 5 breaths here. This is kind of like the stretch we did on the knee, going into the half splits or the full splits. Just take a few breaths there. If you want, you can flex the front foot. Now, feel your feet. Take the hands to the hips. Push down to come up, reach up. And we're going to take triangle pose. So open the left hip. We'll get a little lateral side stuff going. So reach out over the right leg. Take the right hand down. Open the left shoulder over the right. Take the left arm up. Look sideways or look up. For 5 breaths. 1 and 2. So the legs are nice and straight and strong. 3. Active. Inhale, come on up. Bring the arms to parallel and take warrior 2. Look to the right hand, middle finger, reach back with the left arm. And take a lunge. So if you want to go right to down dog, go right to down dog. If you want to bend the elbows and add a back bend, you're welcome to do that first. Totally up to you. From down dog, take the left leg up. You can open the hip if you want. You can bend the knee if you want. 5 breaths. The sun is setting. I can see my room getting darker. Hopefully, we'll finish before there's no light. And take it up, 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 up. Step on through and step in with the right foot, straighten the left leg, Parsvottanasana, fold down. Breathe here. And take the hands to the hips. Push down and inhale to come up and reach up and reach open for triangle pose. So let the hip shift to the right, reach left. Take the left hand down, take the right arm up, look sideways or look up. So energy coming up the legs, up both sides of the waist, equally out the arms and out the crown of the head. And with an inhale, come up, take it to Virabhadrasana, warrior 2, look to the left hand, middle finger. Let the shoulders sit right over the hips. Breathe. Now we're not going to exit the same way. Just straighten your leg take Prasarita. Take the hands to the hips. Actually, let's go straight into adding the arms. So grab the hands behind your back. Let's take a wide-legged forward bend with a shoulder stretch. So bend down, take the hands up and over. And just breathe. I'm just going to move something, which might bring a little more light in. And if you can, figure out how to change the cross in your fingers. So just relax your grip and let the other hand come on top. Just slide all the fingers over one. And drop the arms. Grab a hold of the right leg, bring the chest to the right thigh. And go back to center. Take an inhale here. And exhale, grab a hold of the left leg, bring the chest to the left thigh. Go back to the middle. Take the hands to the hips. Inhale, come on up. So the last thing that we'll do standing, just bring your left arm up and bend to the right. Just stretch sideways. So we never move this way that I can think of as I go through my day, unless I'm like doing a dance or a yoga class. We twist, we bend forward, we reach, but just getting the side mobility in the spine. And inhale, come on up and go the other way. And inhale, come on up. And just bring the feet together. And we're just gonna sit down. The rest of the stretching we'll do on the floor. Starting with Janu Shirshasana. Straighten your left leg. I might put a leg on. And tuck your right foot in and reach up, inhale, and fold forward. Just stretch over. Let me just add a little light. Just breathe. And with an inhale, come on up. And switch legs. Straighten the right leg. Take the left foot, tuck it in. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come on up. And you're going to leave the left foot tucked in. Bend the right knee, bring it up. Tuck your left foot in a little closer. So we're going to do Ardha Matsyendrasana. Your right ankle can be below the left knee or above the left knee. It depends on how comfortable you are with that. So from the front, it can be here or here. And we're going to twist towards the right leg. So reach back with the left arm. You can hug the right knee with the left, reach back with the right arm, hug the right knee with the left arm, or push against it. And breathe. Roll the right shoulder open. If you bind, you can bind it. or if your left arm can hold the right big toe, that's another option. Or just take the hand down and the other one up. Breathing, just get a twist going. And twist, open, 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 open. And exhale, face the front. Switch. So tuck the right foot in. The left knee is up. You can have the left ankle below or above the right knee. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Reach back with the left arm. You can hug the left knee with the right arm or push against the left leg with the right arm. So from this angle, you can see what my hands are doing. Two different options. One is bringing your right arm along the left shin, taking the toe. The left hand takes the inner thigh. It helps to have long arms. Or the forearm threads under the legs and you grab hands. But if neither of those work, just keep the left hand down and the right arm up or hugging. And twist, 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 and face the front. Take the legs out in front of you, give them a little shake. So let's do one more forward bend. We'll take Kurmasana, just like a minute. Take the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open up, but it's not Baddhanasana, which is a great pose. But for this one, just have the feet out. For me, it's about 2 feet from my pelvis, my heels. And then try to tilt your pelvis forward and ease forward. So your forehead's going in the direction of your heels. If you can get your head onto a block, you can use props. Just breathe. This one's good for the hamstring attachments and the glutes. Just breathe and stretch. You're a turtle shell. You're basically a turtle curled up inside of its shell here. Just breathe, stretch, soften the hips, soften the glutes. Feel the ribs expand as you inhale. Feel your body relax as you exhale. Just melting. And then slowly come up and take the knees up so the feet are on your mat. You can bring yourself a little closer to the feet. Roll down slowly, so one vertebrae at a time. So your back is nice and long. And then take the feet in. Take the hands by the heels and come up into bridge. If you can grab the hands, you can do that. So bring the chest up towards the chin. The feet straight ahead, the knees straight ahead. Just breathe there. If anybody prefers to do upward bow, you're welcome to come down and take it to your hands. So that's an option I'll put out there. If you want to transition into upward bow. If instead you want to transition into supported bridge pose, you could do bridge pose on the block if you want to go the more restorative route. I love both poses, upward bow, bridge, and bridge on the block. Take your last couple breaths there and then come on down. Give the knees a hug. You can rock a little side to side, just kind of counterbalancing the back bend. Stretching the back the other way. And then just let your feet go up. So I'm going to give you 3 choices here. You can just take your feet up. If you have a block or a blanket, you could put your hips up on a block or a blanket. It's good, it helps slow your heart rate down, just inverting, or you can take shoulder stand. So a very modified shoulder stand, or just putting your feet up, or Sarvangasana shoulder stand. Now consciously slow down your breath. Feel your back release. Feel any tension in your feet, in your ankles, in your legs, in your knees, in your thighs, in your hips. Just draining away right out of your body. Just invert gravity on your body. If you're resting with your legs up, you can stay a little longer. If you're in shoulder stand, let the feet start to go over the head. If the feet don't touch the floor, keep the hands on the back. If the feet touch the floor, if you want, you can take the hands off the back, interlace the fingers. You can also let the knees bend. And then the shoulder stand plow, folks, slowly start to roll down. If you're up, your legs are up and you're on a block, when you're ready, take the feet down and move that out. And bring the arms alongside the body. Lift your rib cage up, finish off with fish, Matsyasana. Let the shoulders open, release the head back. Then ease back down. You can lengthen the neck. If you want to make any adjustments before Shavasana, if you want to put more clothing on, take a twist, give the knees a hug. Just do whatever you need to do to make yourself comfortable where you are, and we'll just rest for a few minutes. Just close the eyes, stretch out the arms, stretch out the legs. Breathe. Nice, full, slow, deep inhales, followed by equally full, slow, deep exhalations. Just let your body rest. Consciously deepening and slowing down the breath. Just surrender to rest. Just allow yourself to be relaxed. And with the next inhalation, gently increase the length of the inhale. You can start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You can stretch and move. And with the following exhalation, increase the length of the exhale. If you want to stay in Shavasana, you can. You're at your own home. But if you want, we'll do a closing together. If you want to join, make your way to sit. And to bring the practice to a close, take the hands together, Anjali Mudra. Move the hands up to the third eye chakra. I always ask for clarity in my thoughts and guidance in my sight, my vision, so our attention will be drawn to what it will most benefit us to see. So show us what we need to see. Take the hands to the lips for clarity in speech and communication with others, to help us say what it will benefit us to say and others to hear. And to the heart chakra, the center of the chest, for clarity in action in what we do, to help us to always live our truth, to always follow our hearts, and give us the guidance, the tools, and the courage to live that truth. Namaste. My brother just came home. He had no idea I was going to teach, because I don't usually teach at this time here in our home. So I will introduce you to my yogi dog, Coco. Come here. Coco, Adomuka, Adomuka. Good girl, Coco. Good girl. That's how you do a down dog, just for future. Namaste. Say hi.